Really is the FBI, CIA.
Yeah, I know, right? Speaking of the Alphabet Boys, though, did you guys hear like the new so all the new trend that's going on with superhero comics? No.
Let's let you
Sorry, I was.
lead into it.
No,
Oh,
you guys were
oh,
talking about Alphabet Boys,
oh,
like the
okay.
FBI,
You're talking about
CIA.
Alphabet Boys.
So I was talking about the other alphabet, the LGBTQ community
IA
or whatever.
plus.
No, so no, so
That's
apparently
hilarious.
there's been a lot of new LGBTQ superheroes coming out in comics and stuff. Much to the displeasure of a lot of the people that actually read the comics, which is that's the controversy right now. Which is so yeah. I want to hear what you guys thoughts. As you guys actually read the stuff, pay attention to it and shit. What do
At
you
this
guys
point,
think?
at this point,
I know you guys
so
don't
many,
read.
so many characters have come out the closet. It just feels like the universe is just fucking each other. Like, just it doesn't matter. It's like Loki's fucked the horse. Come on, guys. What are we gonna do?
Had any of them before all of this like stuff? Were any of the heroes like ever just like openly or because
Loki.
they never yeah Loki right, he was a pan or whatever
He was the first
but
like
he was
just character that would fuck literally anything. Just about.
yeah
His son
Yeah.
is a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
really
Yeah.
oh shoot
Or two, I think. Two wolves.
that's cool though because like
And he's a
I don't know,
frost giant.
because
so I don't
he's
know how
also
that
he
works.
also comes from like the mythology right where like
Yeah.
his character it plays into all of that stuff
Mhm.
it like
I'm not
it comes
sure if
from
in mythology he was like that himself, but probably
yeah but
probably
if
is.
you can extrapolate right like god of mischief right he'd be all over the place all crazy or whatever not crazy whatever
Before
That's how they gave it to him. He would just fuck anything. That god of mischief.
the only other two characters that I can even think of like being going both ways who have been girls, and that would I think be Catwoman and Harley Quinn.
yeah
Poison Ivy.
Yeah,
Poison
yeah.
Ivy's a good one yeah.
But I remember Poison Ivy almost being more lesbian than she was like ever bi.
That was still
Yeah.
contrary to the norm in those times,
Then,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah, I would consider her bi, like as far as from what I've seen from her and
Mhm.
stuff. No, yeah though, but I saw apparently who was it? Robin, the new Robin's gonna be openly bisexual.
and Superboy.
Superboy is gonna be bisexual also. What else? Who else? Who else from the newer ones from the new generation that you guys have seen? Anything
They've
else?
come up with a couple recently. I just can't.
I know in the movies they had technically made Peter Quill pansexual, even though he's like,
Technically, he is because
Yeah.
he's with Gamora, right? So
Yeah.
she's an alien.
Yeah.
Pan.
even that pink chick
so-
he was with
so
in the
the whole-
beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
the cure for AIDS right there.
Low key, I was upset. Not upset. I don't care really because I don't read the comics and stuff. But
Gets
the
a
fact
little-
that they made them all gay is like, or not that they made them all gay, but that they're doing this is like, it was that point, right? That it's people that don't read this shit that are making it this way,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
it's
think
like,
that's changing a little bit. I think there is a lot of people who just so happen to be pansexual that are reading the comic books.
yeah, yeah. Like I'm sure there is, but I mean, according to what I've been reading from like just people responding to this stuff, it's like they're like, yeah, we don't like. Just because they're trying to force these things down.
You don't have to buy every comic.
Yeah.
There's obviously comics where they don't have that. There's different storylines to them. Like there's even different like story writers and like illustrators
Yeah.
that like take on the role as Superman for this storyline.
Yeah.
So just don't buy those.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but
Stop buying the ones where Superman's kissing a boy on the front and then get mad about it.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
Start a new comic, bro.
Super dark horse.
So it just started there, right? Like with maybe the superheroes gay now, the superheroes that, but now I saw comics being put out where it's now this superhero's like a overweight superhero and like
They already had
this
that.
one's
The
that, and this
Blob.
one's that. Yeah, they have
From the
that-
beginning.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, they have stuff like that, but now it's like a point, right? It's like a
Catering to the-
activism type thing. There it comes like from an
Everybody's beautiful.
yeah, and it's like, When it tries to get forced down that way, I think people kind of reject it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think anybody has a problem with like some superhero being overweight or anything like that, but when it's like part of like this activism thing and it's forced, it's like
Yeah, it's
it
the
rubs
way,
people the wrong way.
like I have no problem with them. Like obviously I don't. Like I am that type of person. Like if you don't want to see that gay stuff, just don't buy the
Yeah.
gay stuff. Don't like feed into it. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't, to me it doesn't bother me. I'll
Uh,
read that comic book. I haven't bought comics in a long time anyway. Like I wouldn't gravitate first thing to go and buy that comic. Like but at the same time, it's not like I would be like opposed to reading that comic either. You know. Um, that you're gay. It never was like a point to make it, oh, I'm straight, I'm fucking everything. Like so I don't understand where like all of a sudden it becomes a gay thing or a pansexual thing and it has to be a point that you're that way. Like just make it really quick. Really quick, continue, move forward like it never happened.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And then just continue on with the actual story that most people want to gravitate towards, which is the action, which is a good story,
Yeah.
which is like plot twists and stuff like that. Like, you know, and that makes it feel like more natural as opposed to like making it a point to like prove something
Yeah.
inside of a comic.
I don't know. Like they did that with like movies and shit. You see that all going on with like female casts and all this stuff. And it's like, no, it's not that we don't like female characters. It's that when you try to shove it down people's throats, like I'm gonna use the obvious example of the Ghostbusters thing that they remade, with all females, right? It tanked because it wasn't. It's like it's not that people don't like female characters. Like
It
people
didn't look
love
funny
them,
to
dude.
beginning.
Like
It didn't look funny from the beginning.
Alien, like you know what I mean? That's the series. It's like, dude, that's a chick fucking protagonist, dude. Like that's one of the baddest ass fucking Sigourney Weaver, dude.
Quick, another example.
Yeah.
Michael Myers. The main
Oh,
chick
the
who's
chick, yeah.
fighting is the Michael Myers the whole time has been a chick.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody talks shit about that. It was just a good story.
There's a lot of them. And as long as it's good, it's like everybody loves it, right? Like it's just when it's shoved down, like oh, it's an all girls cast, like people lose interest because it's yeah, like you said, that's the point, right? It's not the story isn't the point. It's the point that you guys are girls, like that's and people aren't really trying to see that.
Shout out to one of the baddest bounty hunters of the fucking universe, Samus Orion.
Exactly right. Yeah, my favorite fucking video game character of the world is a girl. Like
Yep.
like all this stuff. Then like sorry, that's a different point. I'm gonna bring that up in a second. But do you have anything about the comics, dude? Like I want to ask you first.
Nah, honestly, fuck it. Do what you gotta do, bro. Like these, honestly, it doesn't concern me. You guys summed it up pretty well. What is Outrage gonna do anyways? You know, they're gonna continue to make them.
At the end of the day, though, there's a multiverse in every single one of these like comic book style, like DC, Marvel. They all have multiverses.
Yeah.
It only makes sense that they have universes where the character is pansexual, is bisexual, straight up gay, like
Yeah.
a horse,
Yeah,
a fucking
that's a great point, man.
like some sort of alien, different race, black, white, Asian.
Yeah.
So it only makes
That's
sense.
true, man.
for
Like
them.
in the universes like Super Dog, Super Boy, like you know what I mean. All these other
Yeah.
Super Steel is a Black
In-
Superman.
Green
in
Lantern.
in the Spider-Verse, there's a goddamn pig.
He's like a Porky Pig guy.
Yeah, there's a pig that is Spider-Man. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
come on, guys.
Yeah,
What are we
yeah.
doing here?
It does make it. Yeah, that's true. That's really that's great. Yeah, that's a good point. That only makes sense that there would be gay and bi and all that stuff. Because you were mentioning Samus and stuff and how
Nobody says
you
shit.
know they never talk about that, right? But it's also there's a big talk about like underrepresentation of like women in gaming and stuff like that, and because they also try to talk, right? It's 100% not true. I'm like, that is not fucking true. The only underrepresentation there is that there's an overrepresentation of women, I would say, in video games, given the stats of like the amount of women that play video games compared to guys. Like,
Yep.
like it's like 90, I'd say 90 something percent guys, like smaller percentage of women, and there's
At least
so much
92.
representation for women in video games.
There's a lot of females on Twitch.
Yeah, I'd say now it's become a little more girls, but like I'd still say it's like 92, 91%.
I'd argue it's overwhelmingly the dudes.
Yeah.
The dudes that play video games
Yeah.
still.
'Cause
And
it's only-
and
it's-
because of that, like it's just overrepresentation. Like,
Yeah.
it's not underrepresentation. Women aren't getting left out. If in fact, dudes would be happy, nerds would be happy to have more girls play with them. Like that's not
Yeah.
even a question. That's like,
Yeah.
like come on. There's no.
Come on, babe. Hop
It's
on the
not that.
fucking
It's not
system
that.
with me.
It's not that. You know that guys don't want girls to play. It's that girls don't want to play.
Yeah.
You know.
They find it a waste of time. They find it immature. They find it like, oh my God, you're really childish for still playing video games. But it's like, to me, it almost like it's kind of like reading a book, especially when you have a game that's so good, like really good story wise. It's kind of like reading a book, but like interacting with it.
Yeah.
Because you're getting such a good story. We're getting the same story. Like if you were reading a book and I'm playing my video games, we could be getting the same story.
Yeah.
You could be reading like the Uncharted series in a book, and you would feel so captivated by it. It just so happens that I'm playing it on a video game, and all of a sudden the story becomes less like interesting. No, like it's
Yeah.
still interesting. Only the fact that I'm playing it, like
You're
you know,
putting yourself in.
yeah,
it.
I'm putting it in. I'm putting myself in there with
Yeah.
the game. Like I almost feel like I'm connected to that character more. Drake was such a great character. Like I love that series.
I'm not talking about Drake the rapper.
Nathan
No,
Drake.
Nathan Drake. Yeah, yeah.
Today's his birthday.
Fuck
Who?
on your
Drake.
birthday, Drake. Fuck you.
Shout out Drake.
No, we just lost all the Drake
Happy
fans.
You.
He's like, I'm happy
You.
about that. He's like, and I'm proud of that.
We're not on the same wavelength here, guys.
No, I'm just kidding. Subscribe.
I'm just kidding.
Like and
Like and subscribe.
Like
Like
and
and
subscribe.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
We can
Hit the
disagree. We can
notification.
disagree and still get along. You know, I'm still nice. It's cool.
No,
You
but
like
I had
trance
heard
music.
that. I had heard that complaint recently about underrepresentation of women in video games, and I was like, that's not true.
No, not at all.
Start listing characters if you want. That's like half of the Smash Bros.
Yeah, man. Bayonetta,
roster.
Sheik.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Get
those are
outta
my
here, guys.
favorite characters.
Get
Like all
outta
the
here,
girl
guys.
characters, dude.
Get outta
Like,
here.
what are you talking
Get out of here,
about?
guys.
Stop complaining about stuff you don't even play. Like, stop.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's the part. Like, right? Like,
Yeah.
people complain about comics or movies and shit. Like, it's like you guys didn't watch these or
Yeah.
like whatever. Maybe you did. I don't know, but
I think